Hey, it's January 21st, Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day and happy Inauguration Day. It's a special day for the US because it's the second inauguration of President Obama as the 44th president. But what happened to me this morning, since Ron Glazer stayed overnight with me, we woke up at 8 o'clock, we had a shower and prepared ourselves, we had breakfast. And then I sent a text message to Robert saying that he's gonna bring me to the warehouse. So actually, I was the first one who came there because when we went out of the house, Steve and Robert still in their place, and then I went there. I opened the warehouse, and Steve just came right after Ron's about to leave, and Steve gave me the key for the warehouse of Ken and Clover, called Scenic Elements, and I took the jeep and had it fill up with gas first because it's almost empty, and then we drove down to what's that? Dania. No, it's not really Dania. It's almost like in Sterling, so maybe that's Dania still area. To their warehouse, and we rented the four like plastic ball rather, that you can float from the pool, and it's lighted. So I took four of them, and somebody texted me, and I drove up again back to the warehouse and arrived there by past 12 noon. And I told them actually early that I'm planning to do half day, but it didn't happen because when I got there, I have to do some stuff still with the taxes and everything. And Robert kept asking me something about the invoice, so I ended up like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I finished it, and I was like, what's the point? And then they went ahead of me. They left the warehouse earlier than I do, so I didn't have my exact half day that I expected. And then at that time, my friend Eric Baton, who works at the Royal Caribbean, and they usually dock in Miami Port Mondays and Friday. He called me up, just say hi, how are you doing? I said like I was supposed to have a half day, but it didn't happen. And I drove the truck, head back to the house, and I was hoping that Dan, Remo will be here doing all this lighting to finish it up. But I called him and was really tired, and he was watching the inauguration. I missed the inauguration, but Robert recorded it. I only got a part around because I arrived like past 3 regarding the parade. So I just rested on the bed and watched then they paraded from the Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington D.C. And when President Obama and First Lady Michelle went out and walked, and they did it twice. And I saw Al Roker because I kept shifting channels from NBC, CBS, ABC, as well as CNN, because Fox already had their regular show. And then Al Roker dared Brian, one of the anchormen, saying that I'm gonna call Vice President Biden. So he called him, and Vice President Biden approached him and he shook his hand and said, "See, see." So he was happy that he dared that it happened. And I took a little nap while the TV was on, but I woke up, and then they went to watch some of the parades, but it's too long already for me. So I decided to do some video editing. I took a video yesterday from PGA Nationals about the setup for the wedding sample. So we did. It's like a minute, only like less than a minute, and put it on the here in Mackie for the iMovie. I still don't know how to edit it again. I forgot, so I called up Shane Bennett, who's professional for Macs, for Mackie. I mean for Apple in the sense, and he told me to get the file and just import there. So it happened and started editing, and I used the music of one of my favorite ukulele player, Jake Shimabukuro. He's Japanese Hawaiian, and I like his song Gentle Mandolin. So I used that part for the video for 55 seconds, and it was a timing because I was seeing that Josh was walking at the background, and the violin section was like driving on his steps, and everything is like a good timing, and then it just like I cut it short, but I have put his name there, of course, because it was his music, and said my video is Under Touch of Paradise. And then Dan came, and I showed the video, and I showed it also to Stephen Robert, and they loved it. It's just very simple editing, and I'm going to post them tomorrow for Touchy Paradise on Facebook as well as the website, and I'm gonna post it on my Facebook profile as well. And then that was around past it's almost 7 because there's no Simpsons anymore for 6:30 since Seinfeld since the first week of January. So we decided to go. Dan and I went with his car, and we drove to downtown Lake Worth and decided to go to Cottage. I deposited first my check, and then we decided to go to Cottage. But we tried. I said, let's try the other one, the Taco Lady. It's a restaurant that we've been passing, but we haven't tried. It's a Mexican one. So we tried their tacos. We have the four choices. We have the shredded beef, the ground beef, chicken, and pork. And they ordered four of them to try it, and we loved it. Especially Dan, he loved it, the shell, because it's really homemade. And we met the owner, Miss Elizabeth, and I think that was her son, Daniel, and we loved it. So we can come back there again. And it's near to my place when we go for Mexican because of just that. And we didn't know that they've been there for 11 years in Lake Worth, the same restaurant. So I was surprised. I thought it was new. And after that, we went back to my place, and he said promise he's gonna finish everything for the electricity tomorrow, and we might go for buying some bulbs and like a fluorescent small lamp, or like a study lamp or something like that underneath for my cabinet there in the kitchen, and that's it. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll do that because I've got work. And then I watched one of my favorite shows. It started again my TV addict again because 1 week I've been out of TV because of electricity. I watched Two Broke Girls. It's really funny. It talks about these are girls that had their own cupcake business, and one of the girls forgot that they have an order of 1,000, so they have to stay overnight to prepare those 1,000 cupcakes. It was fun, and well, it's a nice day today, and of course, it's a nice event for the American. It's another history for another inauguration for President Obama. I wish him all the best, and I wish for America to be a great nation again. Because sometimes it doesn't feel like right now, but I know it will. Alrighty, bye.